That is a prime sub right there. That is a prime sub right there. I'm back in the saddle again. Someone should write a song about that. Hey everyone, how's it going? Nat 20? Ayo? Hell yeah, well done. Not a 2 after the 20. Hi everybody. My name is Endeavorance. It is Friday, May 31st, and also a year. And now I've seen there's been some stuff in chat that I'm gonna need to reply to. So we're gonna start with replying to chat, but we've got I believe today is going to be relatively full. We shall see. But first things first, congratulations to Name, who got the ball first. I don't know who's got it now. Might still be Name, but congratulations on the ball get. Well done. Maybe Shard has it? Looks like Shard has it now. Cool. Excellent. Also, where is it? Oh, Ollie says, a cool thing happened yesterday. I went to my doctor and he recognized my Skulls Keep Happening shirt. Is that Endeavorance? So my doc is cool as hell, it turns out. That's actually astonishing to me. Like, that's actually ridiculous. And the notion that there's a person who was wearing merch of my, like, abstract logo and another person clocked it and also knew my name, like, by name? Do they actually say Endeavorance or did they say Crowbar Guy? Because, like, the vast majority of people just know me as Crowbar Guy. You made it? I have. I did. I'm here. Started at somewhere, but now we're certainly here. Said Endeavorance, that is something. I tell you what, when I'm walking around the con floor at, like, PAX or whatever, virtually everybody who came up to me, some people said Dev, which is cool, but the majority of recognitions that I get is somebody screaming from across the way, Crowbar Guy! And that's that. The other thing I wanted to reply to is Sky. I need everybody to form a huddle real quick. Form a huddle, everybody. Get in here, come on. Sky, we need to talk. Why are you a little down? Why are you a little down when you could be a lottle up? Have you considered that? Have you considered being happy? Because if not, I will force you to. There's that. You may stop huddling. And Sky, I'm sorry if that was more eye contact than you signed up for today, but you're gonna have to deal with it. Everybody dump love on Sky. It sounds a little weird. Keep it platonic. Cool. Water Goddess has redeemed Hydrate. I can do that. Sky is the best. Less than number sign. Sorry, less than Octothorpe. Gotta keep it nerdy up in here. We've got a few things to talk about. And also, I'm going to do my best to not just be frazzled. I'm a little frazzled right now. I had a weird week. Had a bit of a weird week. I got really bummed on Tuesday. I mean, for, like, obvious reasons regarding, like, talking about all the crap. I don't want to. Whatever. Talking about all the stuff that's going on in Gaza and Rafah and whatnot. Like, I made those videos. I spent basically the rest of the day just trying to pull myself out of, like, a dog shit headspace to do anything. Wednesday, I slept like dump, which is why I canceled my stream that night. There was no, it was like 10, I think, around like 10 a.m. I was like, man, I'm probably gonna be really tired today. I really shouldn't stream. I'm so glad I made that call like that early, because 3 p.m. rolls around and I can't stop yawning. I went to bed at like, I forced myself to stay up till like 8 because I didn't want to go, I can't nap for shit. And I didn't want to go to bed so early that I would just make my sleep schedule worse. So I tried to stay up as long as I could. I stayed up till 8, crashed. And then, I don't know. The problem that I've been having is that this dog, who you can barely see, let me get you a better angle of this dog. Let's see here. This dog. Yeah, that one. This one right here. He thinks he can hide. He thinks he can hide off screen, but little does he know, we have articulating cameras. He has been barking at like 5:30 or 6 a.m. every day for the past couple of weeks. And I don't know why. He used to at least be patient enough to wait till like 7 a.m. because he would bark in response to hearing the coffee pot start brewing, and he'd be like, okay, time to bark, time to freak out and wake everybody up because it's morning times. But now it's like 5:30 and he's like, hey, what if I just kind of barked for 45 minutes? And now we are where we are. But the problem is, look at that face. Look at the face. I can't possibly be upset with him. And so he's barking all morning, but the only thing I feel is, nah, you're right, I should get up despite not. Look at that. Yeah, look at that face. What am I supposed to do? Not get up and feed him? Like, come on now. What am I supposed to do? And so, that's why I've been a little bit of an eepy boy recently. Oh, he's like, excuse
Hello.
me. He's like, excuse me, I want peanut butter stuffs. Look at that. So anyway. What I'm trying to build to here is that I'm excited to be back, and I'm really excited to share with y'all one of my favorite TTRPGs. I was thinking today, as sort of an experimental format, we could go through, like I could walk us through learning one of my favorite games, which is called Quest, which is a free TTRPG that is like really easy to learn and lends itself super well to people who like want to try a TTRPG, maybe don't have a ton of experience, but want to jump in without feeling overwhelmed, or without having to learn a trillion mechanics, while still having a pretty good amount of depth. It's also one of the biggest inspirations that I'm using for the TTRPG system that I am working on. I am working on building a TTRPG. If you didn't know, you can learn more on my Patreon. But yeah, Quest was actually originally the system that I was going to be extending. I was originally going to take Quest and build a rule set on top of it. But I am instead using Quest for inspiration to build a new system. Goose Loose, thanks for the follow. Welcome here. Welcome in. Ollie says, how about an automatic timed feeder for Flinny Boy? Interesting. Part of the problem is that I feed him in a feeder toy because he's like way too smart and will just inhale food too quickly, and he needs something to like work his brain matter. So I give him a feeder toy, and that's how I feed him. So I guess I could like build some contraption that I can set the feeder toy into, and it like drops it to Flynn level at time of his Borkfist. I don't know. We'll find out. We'll see what I can muster up. I've also been considering getting one of those snuffle mats for him. The little like, it's like a shag carpet but for dogs, and it has like, you like hide treats in it and they like root around in it. We'll see. We'll see. So, Quest. What is Quest? First of all, part of what got me wanting to talk about this game is I stumbled back upon my trove of game source books. One moment. Here are my big three. Here's my Blades in the Dark book. As always, I love this game. If you have not played Blades in the Dark, it is, if you've ever wanted to do crime, the game, that's this. It is, you are a group of scoundrels doing crimes, and you have a gang, and you're doing crimes with the gang, and it's wonderful. And there's ghosts, so that's cool. And then here is this is a small little indie game. It's called Dragons and Dungeons, and it's by some I think they're called Sorcerers of the Landlocked State is what they're called. So that's who made that. And then Quest. The Quest book is super pretty. I regret to inform you, it is no longer available. It is not for sale in physical book form anymore, but the game is free now and is available on their website, adventure.game, as a free PDF download, which has all the same art and everything. It's just not a physical book, but the art is so good. The art in this book is lovely. I love it so freaking much. So let me just go ahead and put their website in chat real quick. So there is the website for the game. If you want to, you can go ahead and get yourself a copy of the game handbook. But largely, the really cool thing about this is that it takes like 10 to 15 minutes maybe to learn how to be a player. Now, it takes a little bit longer to go over all the different character classes and choose what abilities you want. But in terms of mechanics, in terms of learning what you do when you're sitting down at the table, it's pretty dang quick. So I have the physical book, but I am going to put it aside and lean on the PDF itself, because I can stream the PDF. I can't stream the book unless I were to be like, all right, and now on this page, we'll see that it's the projection stuff, and that's great. This doesn't seem like a wonderful viewing experience for you, so I figured I'll just use the PDF. The artwork is so pretty, though. It really is. Let me find one of my favorites. The art for the Invoker class. It's fucking sick. It's just so rad. It's just all the class artwork is so good. Or I guess they're called roles technically. Where is the doctor? Or no, the spy. Hold on. Yes. The spy is also sick. Very, very cool. And then yeah, the magician. So many arms. More arms than one would expect. So that's pretty cool. I like having a lot of arms. Let's ride the roller coaster, and I will put up the PDF and we'll start going through it. I'm going to explain how this game is played. I'm going to assume that no one's ever heard of the game. If you have heard of it, great. If you've never played a TTRPG, by the end of this stream, probably by the end of the next 40 minutes, you'll know how to play this game, and you're probably gonna love it just as much as I do, because there's so much to love about this system. So please keep your hands, feet, ears, eyes, head, shoulders, knees, toes, fingernails, toenails optional, and the underside of your tongue, and that little, the hangy down thing, is it the uvula? The little hangy downy thing in the back of your throat, the uvula. Keep that inside the vehicle at all times as we ride the roller coaster. Okay. Water Goddess.
That's a lot of subscriptions.
With 10 gifted subs.
So everyone go thank the person
at the precipice of the roller coaster.
Right now,
we've got 10 gifted subs. I think that 10 gifted subs from Water Goddess deserves a treat for Flynn. So I'm going to go ahead and roll in a free treat, because he's also begging for one. So I'm going to give the dog a treat real quick. Hold on. Here, bud. Roller coaster. Boop. And I will hydrate while you're riding the roller coaster. All right. Let me pull up Yeebook. See, here's the thing. If I was a good streamer, if I was a professional boy, I would have pre-added the book to OBS. But here's the thing about that. I didn't do that. So let's see. How can I make this work easily? Let's do... I know how I can make this work easily. Nope. That's not what I wanted. That's not at all what I wanted. That's what I wanted. Okay, hold on. Please hold. Please hold. Don't hold too hard, though. Just, like, be thoughtful about the holding. You know, take a measured approach to the holding. Cool. So, excellent. Okay, but now look at what's happening right behind me is the thing. Like this. This is what's just behind my chair. So there's that. Quest digital game book version 1.5. So let me do that. And is there a page fit? Cool. Ben says, I'm holding my desk. Mets Girl says, what a beautiful way to start the stream. I think so too. You know why? Because all of you are beautiful. I've been told that ugly people exist. I have yet to meet one. Okay. So, let's talk about Quest. Quest is a tabletop RPG that is a dice rolling game. It involves dice and a little bit of stats, but not much. There's not really anything in the way of a bit like attributes. You don't have your usual strength, dex, con, anything like that. The only thing that you need to play this game are pencil and paper and a d20. So there's that. Seth says you should read the news. One just got convicted on 34 counts in New York. Yeah, I have that on my list of stream topics. I'm going to get to it eventually, but here's a preview of my thoughts on the Trump convictions. I truly don't give a shit, but like not in a like, yes, Trump is now guilty of 34 felonies. Like, I'm not trying to be an edgelord. I'm not trying to be a downer. I'm not trying to like everybody has their own hot take, right? Like everyone has a take of like, this is the greatest thing ever, or this doesn't matter, let me know when he's in jail, or blah, 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 blah. My take is just like, I've not been paying attention to the trial because I don't think that having a moment to moment pulse of exactly what's going on inside the courtroom for Trump's trial does anything to benefit anyone. And so, like, I didn't talk about it at all. Now that the verdict is out, neat. I still don't. I still just can't muster the energy to give a shit. And it's truly not a like you can't be happy about it, and it's not like a gotcha about anything. It's really just I don't know what I would even say. This is gonna bolster his base, and it's going to make a bunch of liberals think that the justice system does anything. So that's kind of where I am. Hello, Spare Ash. Let's get back to talking about tabletop role-playing games, though, and maybe we can. And I'll get back to talking about the Trump stuff later on. But I really want to talk about tabletop stuff right now. I made a conscious decision to completely not be on the internet last night. Like, that stuff came out, and I was like, I don't need a torrent of everyone talking about this to be just injected into my eyeballs. And so I played Baldur's Gate instead. So I saw nothing about that. I saw like every single video on my For You page this morning was just everybody having a okay. Tabletop gaming. That's what we're doing. And we'll get to that stuff later. So, Quest. Very approachable game. Really, really pretty artwork. I think this is, I love it. I love it so goddamn much. Look at the kitty. It's a good kitty. Welcome, friend. This is a special place. A retreat from your worries and obligations. Now close your eyes, take a deep breath, and open your mind. Ready? Let's begin. So that just kind of sets the stage for what kind of a game this is. Like, this game is built from the jump to be thoughtful, inclusive, and supportive. There are a couple of things in this game that I disagree with pretty strongly in the design, but it's nothing that I think would break the game. And it's largely just suggested flavor. But for the most part, the game is thoughtful about constructing itself in a way that it is a positive experience for everybody at the table. So that's neat. So let's start at the start. God, I love the art so much. You are an adventurer in a world of magic and danger. Quest is a game that creates a fantastic story. The rules of the game help you imagine what happens. We'll help you create a unique character, then you'll say what you do. You can seek treasure, glory, justice, revenge, anything you want. The possibilities are endless. You can play Quest to make a short story in one session or for an epic adventure that lasts months or years. You can't lose the game, but everyone wins if you tell a memorable story and have a good time. Aww! Isn't that nice? We love that. So it's really, really simple. It's really crafted to be easy. Players, 4 to 6 players, and then the DM equivalent, the DM-GM equivalent in this game is called the guide. So 4 to 6 players plus a guide. So you're looking at I mean, I've run this game for 3 people before, and it's no problem whatsoever. And also 2. So really any number of players, and then the DM in this system is called a guide. The players will create player characters, that is the party. The things you need. Each player needs a book, a few hours of free time, a place to meet, a 20-sided die, something for taking notes, a character profile, a character worksheet, and an open mind. It's also nice to have a quiet room, snacks and drinks, and some music in the background. Music is optional, but it's recommended. So then gameplay is literally, it's a very fiction-first system. So say what you want, and the guide tells you what happens. If something comes up that requires some kind of ability check, you roll the d20 to see what happens. So you play the game by having a conversation with your friends. It begins like this. The guide describes the scene to you. You say what you're going to do. The guide tells you what happens. This just goes on into like how to narrate. These next few pages are basically just like, if you've never played a TTRPG before, here's what that like really means and looks like. They give examples for example, see a good dog, say, I pet the dog. You can play your role by speaking as your character's narrator and actor. And so it talks about the differences between narrating your character's actions versus speaking for your character and sort of like getting into character and whatnot. And then it just gives you suggestions. There's no hard rules of like what you can and cannot do in this game, but they give you some suggestions like investigate the scene, describe what your character is feeling and doing, talk to your fellow party members and NPCs, make attacks, use your abilities. There are abilities and items that are really interesting in this game. But in terms of, I want to go pick a lock, there's not like a, well, you don't have lock picking proficiency or anything like that. It's like, okay, you can go try to do that. And it's the kind of thing where you can let stuff resolve in fiction. So it's like, if you are telling me that your character is specifically like an art thief or something, and you're gonna go pick some mundane lock, like that's not a skill check. You can do that. But if you are just some random and you're trying to pick a lock, then like, yeah, you're probably gonna want to roll some dice. Action scenes. Usually the action of the game will flow freely while the players speak, act, and think about what to do next. But in an action scene, the players take turns. During a turn, the player can move around and do one thing. Your one thing can be a special ability or something else you can imagine, like helping a friend get to their feet, attacking an enemy, or breaking through a door. The guide decides whose turn it is based on what's happening in the story. They'll call on you when it's your turn. So already, there's no initiative. There's no remembering turn order and whatnot. There's no action economy. It's either your turn or not. And on your turn, you can move and do something. And the guide determines the turn order. So there's not really anything in the way of like, you need to roll when you enter combat, and then there's like a complex like player goes, then monster goes, then these two players go. It's just all the players, all the bad guys, sort of back and forth. Distances. Hello, Mo. Good luck on the CT. I hope it's quick and easy. Distances. Instead of like worrying about how many feet someone is at, like how many feet away someone is, how big of a radius or whatever. It's just these 4 distances: in reach, nearby, in range, and too far. So in reach is basically melee. Nearby is like a little ways away. In range is I can hit it with an arrow, and too far is nah, that's way too far away. And that's literally it. It's just like, if you have an ability, it might say like every enemy in reach does blah, or you target an enemy in range. And so it's just these 4 distances that just sort of categorize where things land. Instead of like, oh, creatures within 35 feet do blah, and then it's like, okay, well, where am I on the map? What's the diagonal? How do we calculate diagonals on a squares? It's when you're doing theater of the mind, which this game largely benefits from doing theater of the mind, it's a lot easier to just chunk it into groups, basically. ADHD Druid says, oh, I like that because it helps you when you don't have maps available. Exactly. And even if you do have a map available, it makes it easier to sort of glance and know what zone you're more or less in. So it's just a whole lot less measurement, which can really break the flow of combat. That's one of the things that I don't think anybody would sit here and be like, combat in D&D is so fluid. Like, it's not. Combat in D&D is complex, and combat in D&D is pretty well thought out, I think. Like, they put a ton of effort into balancing it and whatnot, only for basically everyone to be like, I don't want to deal with all the things that make this balanced, so I'm going to ignore those. And now I've just got all of the drawbacks of this incredibly complex system without really benefiting from the way I want to play. For example, spell components. Like, no one fucks with spell components, except for the big ones. Like, the rule that I almost always hear, in 5e, the rule I almost always hear is, we don't really give a shit about spell components unless they cost a lot of money. Like a Revivify requiring a diamond worth a certain amount of gold. Yes, that's significant. That says, like, you can't cast this spell unless you have means. But the components that are like, you must have a satchel of pine needles or something, like, nah. And as Max just pointed out, I love that the spell components in 5e are all puns. Yeah, the spell components in 5e are like mostly a joke. And also they just kind of like hand wave a lot of it with like a spell component pouch that just does all your spell component management for you. So like, don't need to deal with that. That one. Boofa. Sorry, Druid. And now here is the dice rolling. So like I said, you only ever roll a d20. Anyone who has played a Powered by the Apocalypse game, they're gonna find this pretty familiar. So in Quest, you roll a d20 and it's just a flat outcome. On a 20, it's a triumph. That's your equivalent of a crit success. 11 through 19 is success. You accomplish what you were doing. A 6 through a 10 is a tough choice. You accomplish what you're doing, something else negative happens. And usually it is, you have to pick between two things. So you, like, something happens, or you say you want to do something. I say you do it, but either X or Y happens, and you tell me if you want to choose X or Y. 2 to 5 is a failure. You just straight up fail, and I choose what happens. 1 is a catastrophe. It's a crit fail. Something really bad happened. So, examples, and this is one of my go-tos. You are trying to jump across a chasm, There's a big gap, and you need to jump across it. With a 20, you clear the gap with room to spare, and you could maybe even grab a friend and take them across with the jump. 11 through 19, you clear the gap. 6 through 10, a tough choice. You either leap across the gap, but you don't make it all the way, and you land a hand on the other end of the cliff side, and now you're hanging from the far end. Or you go to take a running leap, but before you can do it, you trip and fall and crack your head, and you take a point of damage. So do you want to clear it, but be you want to almost clear it, but be dangling to possible death, or fall flat on your face and take damage? You know, that's sort of the tough choice outcome thing. Failure would be you don't clear the chasm, you fall. And a catastrophe would be on your way to your jump, you slam into an ally and bring them with you down into the chasm by accident as you lose your balance. And so that's sort of the spectrum of roll outcomes here. And again, they're all flat rolls. There are no pluses or minuses in Quest. It's just you roll. And that's a little weird. And it makes a bit more sense once you get into how character progression works in this game. But there is nothing in the way of modifiers. You only ever roll a d20 and do what it says. Hello, Sylvie. What's up? Don't run out of hit points. So whereas some games, especially like Blades, handle physical harm in sort of like more realistic but far more complex ways than hit points, this game just uses hit points. You know what hit points are. You've used hit points before. Yeah, I assume this will all be in the Patreon. This is not my game. This is Quest. This is the game that that is one of the biggest inspirations for the TTRPG that I'm building. This is not the TTRPG that I'm building. So yeah, this is available for free. This PDF is available for free for anybody at adventure.game. There you go. So you can grab your own copy of this if this game is interesting to you, and you can try it out for yourself. It is lovely. So yeah, it's HP. This game just uses HP, whereas Blades has a whole harm system with different levels of harm, and like the harm has like bodily impacts, like you might have like a broken wrist or something is a type of harm that you might have. In this, it's just you just take damage. You take damage. When you drop to 0, you don't die, but you are at death's door. Whenever you take damage at 0 health, you roll the d20, and if you roll less than the damage you took, you die. So that's kind of like how it does death saves, but death saves only happen if you take damage at 0 HP. So you can drop to 0, and then you take every instance of damage you take after that risks death. Hello, former future frog says, hi, y'all. I'm at work, so I can't stay long, but I'll check out the VOD later. Take care. Have good works. Hopefully it's easy. Hello, Potate. Okay, harm and recovery. You lose hit points when you are damaged by weapons, spells, other things that can cause harm. You can take 2 HP by being hit by a sword, or standing in a dragon's fiery breath might damage you for 6 HP. You begin with 10 HP. This is the maximum amount of HP you can have. So in Quest, you have 10 health. End of statement. You have a maximum of 10 HP. That's it. When it goes down to 0, you're almost dead, but you can recover HP. You can regroup. That's the equivalent of a short rest. So you rest for a short time with no enemies nearby. You regain up to the halfway point of your maximum HP. So if you're at 3 HP, but you rest, you go up to, you now have 5. If you complete a full night's rest, you recover with all of your hit points. You begin with 6 special abilities. So abilities in Quest are, I think, some of the most creative that I have seen in most of the games I've looked at. There is some really, really cool stuff here. The way that abilities work are you have another resource. In addition to health points, you have adventure points, AP. You spend AP, which is basically mana, to use abilities. Whenever you see this notation, this like 1 right here on an arrow, that's how many AP the ability costs. So that's AP. Back to the thing. So when you pick your role, which is the equivalent of a class, you're going to pick your starting abilities. You pick 6 starting abilities, and we'll get over how the abilities work momentarily. But the way it works is you start off with 5 AP, 5 mana, basically. And at the end of each session, you earn an additional 5 AP as a reward for having fun with your friends. It literally says that. You earn 5 AP at the end of each game session as a reward for spending time with your friends. The guide may also award players with AP for role-playing well, solving puzzles, defeating villains, reaching goals, or encouraging fun. So instead of having like experience points, there's just AP. There's no cap to how many AP you can have. So if you're sitting on a pool of like 100 AP, I don't know how you did that, but you could just have a single session where you just take over the world. Adventure points don't recharge. Once you spend them, they're gone until you earn more. You and your companions will are beginning on the verge of a next great adventure. You begin with 6 abilities from the catalog. Each time that you end a session of quest, you may choose a new ability. So again, you get AP and a new ability. So instead of like, when do we level up again? Like, are we close to leveling up? At the end of every session that you play, you get a new ability. So you have that to look forward to. Which is pretty cool, and it makes it so that you just constantly feel like you're getting some progression. I'm gonna get into how abilities work once we actually get to the abilities themselves, because there's a concept that needs to be learned to understand how abilities work, and it's a lot easier to look at it than for me to explain it. Receive what you need, trade for things you want. There is no money in Quest. There is no gold to worry about. You have an inventory of, I believe, 12 slots, and you only ever barter. There's no notion of purchasing items. So you can just afford things. It's assumed. So it's assumed that you can afford a modest meal at a restaurant, an average dwelling, room and board at an inn, riding fare for public transit, common clothes, mundane items. But for bigger stuff, like magic items or like notable weaponry, you're going to have to trade for it. And that might look like, you know, a 1-to-1 item trade. Like you go to a merchant and you're like, well, I've got this cool rock. And they're like, wow, it's a really cool rock. Here's a bow. Or it might be you do a favor for someone, and in exchange, they pay you with an item. So there's no worrying about like managing your gold and your various currencies and who has what gold and so on and so forth. I will say, for ease of like thinking about things, I came up with a homebrew rule for this game that basically just created coin as a item. So it's just called like coin or crystal or scale, whatever you want to call it. And that is a placeholder for the value equivalent of a rare magic item. And so like if you found a coin somewhere, like buried, and let me put value in places without having to choose what item they get, but instead they just get essentially a redeemable for an item. This is a Chuck E. Cheese ticket that you can take to a vendor, you know? Trip says clear a field of stones, they give you this random sword they found. Metrical says I really like the trading aspects. So many DMs hate shopping sessions. I think shopping sessions are fine. I think what's obnoxious is like no one wants to do like counting currency while they're trying to play a game, you know? Just not here for that. Inventory, 12 items or fewer. Your character worksheet, use your character worksheet to track your hit points, adventure points, and the items in your inventory. This right here, this is what your character sheet looks like in Quest. That's how simple it is. It's your hit points, your name, your AP, and what items you got. Neat. General rules, be good to each other. This is literally in the rules. Be respectful. Respect boundaries. Ask for consent. Let your friends talk. Only play your character. Don't be evil. Unless you are specifically playing an evil party. But it literally says, like, yeah, oh, be nice to your guide. It takes a lot of work to prepare for the game and keep it running. Show respect to your guide by paying attention. Like, the game literally says, don't be a jackass. Like, we're all here to have fun. Let everybody have a turn. Don't try to, like, roleplay other people for them. Understand that everyone has different comfort levels and respect their boundaries. it's nice that this page is included, I think, because even if it's obvious, it helps to sort of root out people who might see this page and be like, I don't want that. Yeah, the game shouldn't tell me to do that. Like, cool, I don't want to play with you. Great. I'm glad that you don't play this game then, because I don't want to accidentally be at a table with you someday. So, adhering to this as rules as written is an interesting take, I think. Be mindful of secrets, speak clearly, flip a coin. If your party can't agree on a course of action and everyone feels stuck, consider just flipping a coin.
That's okay. Okay, that's a lot
Sky.
of subscriptions that you just gifted. So everyone, go thank the person
The
whose
64
name is on the screen right now, and thank you.
The 10 gifted subs. Sky is following the rules because Sky is being nice to your guide. So thank you for following the rules, Sky, and thank you to everybody who well, congratulations to everybody who just got a gifted sub. Thank you so much. And now, this is what I think is one of the coolest parts of this game. The recommended way to make your character is a Mad Lib. They give you a form-fillable Mad Lib to explain your character.
Someone gifted subscriptions.
So, hello, my name is blank, and then a space for your pronouns. I am blank years old, stand blank tall. I'm the party's blank. When people see me, they first notice my blank, blank, and blank. I wear blank, blank, and move with blank. I'm from blank, where my people are known for blank. I believe in blank, but my blank side can get in the way. I dream of blank. I carry, and then your items. And so it's Ollie with a gifted sub. Thank you. Thank you, Ollie. So yeah, you like from this, you just like take the sheet and you just fill it out. What is your name, pronouns, age, height, role, features, style, home, ideal, flaw, and dream. And if you've never made a character before, this is a really, really helpful tool. And this is one of those things that I overlooked. When I first picked this game up, I completely ignored this. I was like, I don't even be told how to design a character. But then I remembered that like I have a lot of experience in designing characters and like running games and whatnot. But I've played this with people who have never played a TTRPG before. And when they got to this page, they were like, this makes so much more sense. Like this is what made this game feel approachable. Because I can now read a piece of paper, fill in some blanks, and have a character. And for some people, they just need that prompt. They need some kind of structure to start with, because there's all these abstract concepts that maybe you can understand each concept in isolation. But to bring everything together and to compose a character, that can be daunting. So having a sheet like this, super, super helpful. And I want to be really, 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 really clear, because I see Potato says me, I'm those people. I want to be super, super abundantly clear. That is not a like lesser form of player. And that's not a thing to be like ashamed of or embarrassed by, or like makes you anything less than an excellent person to play with. It's just how people's brains work. Like people just approach problem solving differently. And that's just kind of by design, and also is like the thing that helped humanity progress is variation in thought. And so, like, again, it's an accessible game, and I appreciate that. Let's get into the roles, because they are very cool. And that's going to get us into the abilities, and that's going to get us into my favorite part of this game. So, Max wants me to hydrate. Here you go. Ollie and Sky want me to roll dice. How about this? Ollie, you are black and red die. Sky, you are purple sparkly die. I'm going to roll both of these at the same time. Whichever one rolls higher will be doubled, and you get credit for the double value, and the other one gets a 1. All right, here we go. No fucking way. They both rolled a 9. My plans have been dashed. What do I do? I guess that's a 99? I guess that's a 99. All right. Okay, rolls. We've got Fighter, Invoker, Ranger, Naturalist, Doctor, Spy, Magician, and Wizard. So I actually very much appreciate that they've got Ranger and Naturalist, which are separate. Whereas like Ranger and Naturals are basically the two sides of Druids that like most other games try to smush together, but it is what it is. So let's go ahead and meet our folks. Here's just more character creation helper stuff. These are like examples of things that you can use to fill in those blanks in the character sheet. Okay, gear up. So you get a, you can always make an unarmed strike. This symbol means damage. So unarmed strikes are 1 damage. Common weapons do 2 damage. Other stuff does other stuff. And then you get a handful of items to pick from. So like lockpicks or Skycaller Amulet. I like this one. It's a pair of magic amulets that allow their owners to communicate with each other over any distance. So it's Spellphone. Brel's Tent in a Tin, a colorful tin canister that's magically pressurized. When you unlock the canister and set it on the ground, the lid blows off a few moments later, deploying a large magic tent that can fit 30 people. Sound cannot escape the inside of the tent. A switch on the side of the tin teleports the tent back inside and closes the lid. So it's like like everybody in D&D struggles to eventually get Leomin's tiny hut. This is just, I've got a tent. Boom. Choose your path to greatness. So here is how abilities work. So this is an example path of the Ranger's Friend path. So the way that that classes and abilities work in this game is you pick your class, which is called a role, and then within every role are a handful of paths. Those paths are just a collection of abilities that you can learn, but you have to learn them in order. And that is how the game does sort of like progression. So you have to start with the first, you have to first unlock the first ability on a path before the next one, and so on. So for example, the Friend path, you must first learn Speak with Animal, then you can learn Animal Partner, then Courier, then Pair Bond, then Whisper on the Wind. And that's it. Each ability you can just, like we said earlier, at the end of each session, you pick your next learned ability. So just any ability that is one after an ability you already know, or the first in a line, you can pick. So let's just skim through some of these roles and talk about some of these abilities, because they range from like, yeah, Dodoy, like of course that's gonna be an ability in a TTRPG, to what the fuck? That's whack. So Fighter in this game, like from the drop, they made fighters interesting. So there's the dueling path, which is just going to be your martial fighting, beating the shit out of people path. There's not really anything here that's going to blow your mind. It's just, do stuff in combat. Tactics is going to be similar. This is sort of like your battle master stuff. You're going to have your maneuvers here, basically. Camaraderie. This is when it gets kind of neat. So this is the fighters like hyping up the squad abilities. So summon the blood. When you regroup, you bolster the spirits of the party by reciting a poem. You must recite a poem at the table for your friends. You can write your own or read one from another author, like from a book, movie, or TV show. When completed, the party recovers an additional 3 HP from regrouping. So this is an example of, I like what they're doing here. I like the flavor of read a poem at the table. I would never enforce that. There's a lot of that in these abilities, where it's like, do this actual thing in real life. Perform a soliloquy, read a poem, sing a song. Like, No, that is what I think is the biggest mistake in this book, is the implication that you must do that. I think that's a wonderful suggestion. And I think if you had a table full of like theater kids who wanted to do that, excellent. But by no means do you actually need to read a poem in order to do this ability. But that's fine. Valiant Soliloquy. You inspire your allies with a rousing speech. You can write your own or borrow one from a play or movie. It can be short. Reading a few powerful lines is enough. But then it says, yeah, you must give the speech to the table. No, no, you not must. But War Story. Once per game session, you may earn 2 AP by recounting a battle from your past adventures. You can only use this ability during downtime in the story, like when you regroup or undertake a journey. You must recount a different conflict each time you use this ability. Now, this one I would actually, while I would never enforce it, never require it, I really like the concept behind this one. Like, hey, bloviate. Like, while everyone's trying to rest, you're just sitting there talking about like probably a completely made up story of some amazing accomplishment in your past, and you are so inspired by the sound of your own fucking voice that you gain additional ability points. Leadership. Size up. You evaluate the capabilities of a nearby creature or group of creatures. The guide will give you useful insight into their capabilities, strengths, vulnerabilities, or resistances. At a minimum, you will receive an accurate assessment from the guide about whether or not they would pose a fair fight. So you can like literally roll up to someone and just be like, I could take you. Attendant. While in a populated area, you may find and recruit an NPC attendant. The guide will tell you how you find this person and who they are. The attendant will stay with you permanently until you dismiss their service. You may only have one attendant at a time. The attendant is a fighter-based minion who is played by the guide. They have 10 hit points and they can use counterattack, wild attack, and provoke abilities. The guide will create the rest of the attendant's characteristics. Like, this is, to be clear, this is on the fighter. Like, the fighter class, the martial class, can learn an ability where they roll up into town and they're like, someone be my squire. Like, someone come work for me. And then you just get a free dude that just fights for you. Shard says, having to make a speech in front of the group would likely make me so uncomfortable that I wouldn't want to continue to get that. Yeah. That's why I don't enforce that. Like, I super disagree with the notion of you must perform at the table. Like, no. I like the suggestion. It would never be a requirement. Yeah, so then we get into the sort of like last part of how abilities work in this game, which is legendary abilities, which are abilities that you can learn once in a great while that are super above and beyond ridiculous. There's one in particular that I always use as an example for like how absurd this game's abilities get, and we'll get to it. But here are a couple examples of the legendary abilities for fighter. Limit Break. You achieve a transcendent unity of mind and body that allows you to passively channel the magic around you and push yourself beyond natural limits. And then it gives you a bunch of potential options here. So you single-handedly rout all nearby minions that you can see in a stunning display of martial fury. You may choose to kill or intimidate any number of them. Describe how you clear the scene of these foes. So this is an ability where you can walk up to a scene and say, nah, I take care of the entire crowd. Like, there's a horde of goblins defending their like leader or whatever, and you roll up and you're like, nope. Here is how I slay an entire horde of goblins in one go. Or here is how I scare them all off, or something to that effect. You mark an enemy, beginning a relentless assault on them. You automatically make 3 successful basic attacks, then you may continue making attacks on them until you roll lower than a success. Just beat the fuck up. Power bounce! Or you briefly gain unbelievable strength to perform one task. You can do things that were previously impossible, like single-handedly lifting a giant boulder, running through a brick wall, or knocking a giant to the ground. I love the idea of taking an ability so that you can be the Kool-Aid guy and just jump through a brick wall. All right, but let's move on to a, like, that class is the most tame by a huge margin. So let's just kind of keep scrolling through some of these. The Invoker. The Invoker is a battle mage. Like, this is the battle mage class, basically. It's somewhere between a sorcerer in D&D and like a ranger, kind of. But fucking love it. Invocation. This is basically like stating what happens. This is sort of like divination. So for example, declare. Once per scene, you may declare a reason for intervening in a matter, stealing your resolve. The reason should be based on your ideal and the scene's context. For example, if you believe in order, you might tell highway robbers that they're breaking the law. Stop! You have violated the law. Or if you believe in honor, you might say that there's no honor among thieves. Choose a result. You immediately make a successful basic attack, you compel an NPC to explain what they're doing, or you convince commoners to leave. So this is just manipulation, basically. This one is cool though. This is the final ability in the invocation track, Vow. You create a vow that permanently binds you in service of an ideal. You may only do this once. There is no turning back. You can express this bond as devotion to a deity, a people, a cause, or something else that represents or is served by your ideal. You must be in a safe and quiet place to make this vow, and it must include something you promise to do actively in service of your ideal, like helping the sick. A person, place, or group that you promise to protect when nearby. A wrong from your past that you pledge to make amends for someday. Once the vow is created, you receive these ongoing benefits. You can use your invoke ability once per game session for no cost. The healing effect of your petition ability now affects nearby party members, and your eyes have a faint glow. You have a sacred obligation to fulfill these promises that you have made. Each time you betray the promises in your vow, you feel a sharp pain in your heart, and your maximum HP decreases by 1. Can't go below 5. So you basically like bind yourself to your morals. And as long as you adhere to those morals, you gain benefits. But if you break them, you permanently have less health. I had a player do this once, and they vowed to never kill again, I believe. Like they were like tormented by a mistaken kill. Like they killed somebody who was innocent, and they like couldn't live with that. And so they made a vow to like never kill again because they can't ever be certain that the person deserves to die. That was rough for them, but it was really cool. And like seeing how they tried to like from going from being a murder hobo to how do I resolve everything as peacefully as possible. It was pretty neat. Compel truth, inspire, forgive. While placing your hand on a creature and telling them they are forgiven, they immediately feel guilt fade from their conscience. Can someone do that for me? I would really appreciate it. Where is my favorite? Oh, okay. Here's a legendary ability that's pretty neat. Prophecy. You delve through time to glimpse an NPC's fate. You may only use this ability once during your entire story, so use it wisely. The choice you make shapes the story for everyone. The prophecy must come true. The guide is obligated to honor the fate you have chosen at some point in the story. When and how it emerges is up to the guide. You may keep your choice a secret from the party. Choose one of the following things, it will eventually become true. Savior. The creature will sacrifice their life to save someone or something. Betrayer. The creature will betray their allies at a pivotal moment in pursuit of a hidden agenda. Leader. The creature will acquire a meaningful amount of power and authority over a people or place. Disgraced. The creature will do something so morally ruinous that they become widely known for their misdeed. Or paragon. The creature will do something that is so morally good that they become known for their righteousness. And so this applies to an NPC. And it's basically, hey player, you get to control the fate of anyone in my story, and I have to deal with that. So as a GM, I love this one. I love that, like, I had this used against me with the NPC that was like my go-to advisor character. It was sort of like the character who the party was working with the whole time. I had a player secretly choose betrayer on that person using this ability. So that NPC went from being like the NPC that gives out quests and like gathers intel and like holds down the fort, became a secret villain because of a player choice, which was pretty cool. The Ranger this is pretty fun. Speak myth. You can appeal to a local myth to gain the favor of a commoner. You create the myth using 4 parts: an obligation, a lesson, a subject, and a story. So you like put together a fake myth, and like people are like, oh yeah, I think I've heard of that one, and then you get benefits from it. Otherwise, Ranger is sort of like your nature, survival, beast companion kind of thing. Yeah, animal partner, speak with animals, stuff like that. Wild celebrity. God, I had a player once take wild celebrity and he just tried to use it every single chance he got. Your presence is now respected by wild creatures everywhere. Wild animals, except bosses, will no longer attack you unless you harm them. And you can send a call while in the wilderness to recruit a small army of animals. They stay with you for the next day. You can choose any combination of wild animals as long as they are native to the area. You may command them, and they all act together during your turn. So whenever we were out in the wilds, he'd be like, hey, I'm gonna use wild celebrity. And he would just like summon a mass of whatever there was for any purpose. Like he wouldn't walk anywhere anymore. He would just like have animals carry him around. Okay, Naturalist. This is the one that has my favorite ability in the game. So let's go ahead and skip right to that. It's one of the Naturalist's legendary abilities. Here we go. World Wish. This is a legendary ability for Naturalist. You become the seed for a new world. Casting this spell consumes your life forever. You can never be brought back. Your entire knowledge of nature manifests in this spell. When you cast it, your body dissipates in radiant light, becoming a cascading wave of energy that transforms the planet you are on. The wave of energy first alters the atmosphere, making it capable of supporting life if it is not already suitable. Then, a blooming cascade of living flora emanates from your location, rapidly growing and overtaking the planet's surface. The bloom radiates outwards from your location until the entire planet is transformed. The spell forms oceans and rivers if they do not already exist. If you choose, at the time of casting, the spell disintegrates any constructed objects like buildings or infrastructure, returning the land to nature. Any objects that are destroyed in this way are done so gracefully, such that existing living things like people and animals are lowered to the ground unharmed. This is a permanent transformation that cannot be stopped, interrupted, or reversed by counter magic. So this is basically sacrifice your character to remake the world in your image. And again, you cannot come back from this, but also no one can stop you. So this is, one, an excellent ability to use as the basis for a big bad evil guy who has a poor intentions for this spell. But it also means that, like, if the world is wrought in destruction, a final act of saviorship from you can be to sacrifice yourself to reignite life in a world. I have not had a player use this one. I have had a player take it, but the campaign ended before we were able to use it. But that's, I think, my favorite ability in the game. Aside from some of the shit that the spy can do. So the spy is interesting because they don't have as many like spells. Instead of spells, the spy works largely in gear. It's kind of like an artificer. The spy can like make items that they use. For example, one of my favorites, the Blink Pack, a magical messenger pack with a hidden switch in the clasp. When activated, the switch turns the bag's mouth into a secret portal into a shadow plane where secret objects may be stored. When the switch is deactivated, the bag functions normally. Spy items stored in the pack do not count against your inventory limit. The pack is paired with a magical amulet that has a button on it, and you can spend 3 AP to press the button on the amulet, and the blink pack is teleported to your hands from wherever it might be in the Omniverse. So it's basically a bag of holding that you can toggle on and off, and you can summon at will. So you can put important shit in it, bury it somewhere, keep it safe, and when you need that important shit, boop, got it. And even if you do have it on your person, you can just turn off the bag of holding thing and it just becomes an empty, mundane bag. So that's pretty neat. Okay, let's go ahead and move on to item. Oh, this is the guide stuff. So there's information on how to be a guide, how to... Okay, that looks like a fantasy dumpster. It looks like a fantasy... I know it's supposed to be it looks like a fantasy dumpster. Can we agree on that? All right, where are my items? The items are cool. NPC templates, NPC features, how combat works. Advanced rules. Yeah, you can do like multi-classing or no classes. You can take any ability from anywhere. Good shit. Okay, items. This game comes with a whole bunch of default items that are pretty neat. There's some fun illustrations. So here's that tent in a tin from earlier. There's some really fun ones. The glitter bomb, single-use pouch of magic glitter that tingles in the hands when someone touches it. When thrown, the pouch explodes on contact, sending a cloud of glitter into the air. But then there is, where is it? Oh yeah, the not a pipe. It is a pipe. This is a very me item. Not a pipe, it's a pipe. And when you use it, it begins to rapidly produce a magic fog centered on you. This one is so good. The Quip Lasher. This is a sentient magic whip that is always listening to what is said nearby. In its default position, it is locked in a stiff coil. If the whip hears a witty one-liner, it relaxes and you can use it to make an attack on a nearby creature. Once the whip strikes a creature, it becomes rigid again. So it's essentially a +1 weapon, but if you want to get the +1, you gotta say a witty quip. And again, if you aren't playing that, you have to actually say stuff at the table. It gets a little murky, but horrible pun to get more damage. Delicious. Oh, the registrar. This one's just like interesting. Like, I love thinking about things that you can do with it. The registrar is a magic book that automatically senses and records the most commonly used name of a creature that passes nearby and the time and date of their passage. For example, if a creature is known by a nickname passes by, it records the nickname. So this is just like a logbook of every creature and NPC that you've passed by and when. Which is such a good set piece for like plot reveals. Imagine looking in this book and seeing a name that you very much weren't expecting to see at a time that does not make sense. Maybe you were asleep. Maybe it was at a time that you thought you were alone, but there's a name there, and maybe that name is like your mortal enemy or your dead father. You can do some pretty sick shit with that. And they just get more and more fun. Portal chalk. Brilliant stick of chalk that flickers as if a candle is inside of it. You can use this chalk to like draw a circle and then draw another circle, and it's portals, like portals. Some legendary shit. Someone asked me at a World Building Wednesday, actually, where is it? Yes. Someone asked me on a World Building Wednesday about like one of my like the biggest changes that I had to make based on like player stuff, or like a character that like came up in the middle of nowhere. I had a character that I came up with in the middle of a quest campaign that had this item, the hand. This is a pocket watch with a large crown, single hand, and a face with no marking. The crown has 2 stops. When pulled out to the first stop, the crown can be rotated to turn the watch's hand. Turning the hand clockwise shows the bearer the current surroundings in the future, while turning it counterclockwise shows visions of the past. When the crown is pulled to the second stop, it can be used to travel through time. The moment is imprecise. You don't know exactly how far you will arrive in the future or past. When you stop rotating the crown, it depresses to its default position and you arrive at the destination. So this is a time machine that lets you preview what you're looking at. You can either just look backwards and forwards in time, or you can go backwards and forwards in time. And so I had an NPC who had this item, and they were largely just like looking it over, but then they became one of the most important characters in the story because they became this like time traveling person who is everywhere and whatnot. But yeah, that's literally the end of the book. Like, we spent the vast majority of our time going over just like reading various abilities and whatnot. But in terms of how to play this game, it is pick a role. You've got 10 HP. You have 5 mana. You get 5 more mana at the end of every session. Unlock abilities in the order they appear in the chart. Say what you want to do. Roll a d20 sometimes. That's the game. So again, it's Quest. You can get yourself a copy at adventure.game. It is literally free. The creator, I believe, is either disabled or is having medical issues that they have been working through for quite some time, and so they've essentially had to put work on the game aside, and they've just released it for free. So I cannot sing this game's praises enough as a really wonderful introductory TTRPG. It's good stuff. Neat. We need new music. Let's do a quick poll. Music. Do we want synth, ambient, jangly, digital, or tavern? Go vote. While you vote, I'm gonna go see why my fan is acting strange. But yo vote. Okay. Okay. Poll. Tavern vibes. Jingle jangle. I can hydrate. So, we went over Quest. Thank you for hanging out with me while I talked a lot about one of my favorite games. What was the fire versus water results last stream? Underwater won the vibe. I have not gotten around to building that vibe out yet, but that is the vibe that won. Next on my list is a request. It is a plead. I need your help. Okay? Lend me your aid, because I'm terrible. Where's my thing? I need to find a picture real quick, like, there we go. Okay, so for those who need a reminder, can we not? For those who need a reminder on what my Palia character looks like, this is important, and you'll know why I'm talking about my Palia character momentarily. But I'm gonna pull up a screenshot of my current Palia character and share that with you. So this is my current character in Palia. I was wondering how many votes each. I do not have that information. I apologize. This is my current character in Palia. The reason that I bring this to you today is because I want to use this as inspo for my outfit to the Crit Awards at Gen Con. I want to cosplay this at Gen Con. Problem. I don't know how to do that. I don't know how to find things. I don't know how to shop clothes. I don't know how to make that happen. I truly am at a loss. I want to just crowdsource trying to find things to help me transform into my Palia character as best as I can. I'm going to try to find stuff, but if anyone is bored and knows how to do shopping for cosplay stuff, help. If you find anything of that could work, that I could order, post it into the dev streams channel in Discord. I will be ever so grateful. I will post this. I will post a more detailed overview of like what I'm looking for and whatnot in that channel after the stream. But this is a call for help, to help your completely useless boy, because I am completely useless when it comes to trying to put together outfits. Okay, that was just a quick little thingy. Two more things, and then I've got video game times set up in here. The first thing is I am playing a Baldur's Gate 3 Honor Mode campaign. I started one. I beat my Dark Urge campaign, which, hot damn. Hot damn. I beat the Dark Urge campaign. I went pretty much as evil as you can go. Like I leaned in. I embraced the Dark Urge. I did all the choose the evil outcome stuff. I don't regret it. It was hard sometimes. If you haven't seen the doing as much bad as possible for Shadowheart, holy damn. I was not emotionally prepared for some shit that goes down in Shadowheart's campaign if you decide to go evil with her. And then also, there was a cutscene towards the end of the Dark Urge campaign. I'm not going to spoil anything here. There was a cutscene towards the end that was one of the most clever cinematics that I have seen in a video game, and it is specifically for Dark Urge, and I think that's really cool. And it's at near the end. It's pretty rad. Anyway, highly recommend. If you have Baldur's Gate, if you haven't done Dark Urge yet, it's fun. You can customize the character to look however you want, and you can call them whatever you want, but I just stuck with the Dark Urge. Kev says, just popping in to say hellos to everyone, hoping all of you have a beautiful day. I just made my first meal from scratch, so I'm pretty good. Hell yeah. We love making meals from scratch. And the last thing before I play some video games, I do want to talk a smidge more about the conviction. So if you somehow didn't hear, Donald Trump, former US president, has been found guilty of 34 felony charges of falsifying business documents. It's not gonna do a lot, I think. I think everybody who would care already has an opinion. You either hate the guy and we would never be voting for him, or you truly believe that he is like a persecuted political victim, and this is just proof that the system is out to get him. Like, it doesn't matter. Everyone's just gonna find their own way to read this situation. The thing that I can't quite get past is the judicial system is so busted. Like, obviously he's getting special treatment, right? Like, he's getting hella special treatment. We know this. But like, I don't believe that our legal system is just to begin with. And so I'm not going to... I can celebrate that this dude's having a bad day. Like, Donald Trump is a piece of fucking human garbage, and I can be happy that he's unhappy. But as far as like celebrating a legal justice win, like, I don't think this is justice in the slightest. Like, the dude has spent his entire life very publicly doing crimes. And the best we've got is he was charged for falsifying business documents and will probably never see the inside of a jail cell. The man's a war criminal. Like, the man's, like, he's... And so I find it hard to be, like, proud or excited or happy or supportive of the outcome even. Because it's like, I don't trust our judicial system to begin with. So them doing something that aligns with my interest doesn't make me like them suddenly. That doesn't change my outlook on the justice system in America. And I don't have a positive opinion of the justice system in America. I recently got summoned to jury duty, and they were like, fill out this form online so we can determine whether or not we're gonna call you in. And in the like extra notes section, I was like, I don't believe that the American justice system is capable of actually delivering justice. It's just like, I don't know what you want me to say. If I was on a jury, I would just get in everybody's way. I have no interest in participating in that system. I don't know. So I'm still kind of collecting my thoughts. I haven't posted a video on it yet. I don't know if I even will. My first thought was that I might do a gag where in the next stuff keeps happening, I'll just like, I'll just say like some dude got sentenced or was found guilty on 34 counts. But like, I don't know. It's largely, again, you can be excited and you should absolutely be happy that he's sad. It's just not a thing that occupies my brain space. Okay. I'm gonna play a game. Because it's been a long week, and I feel like we could use some games. What kind of game? It's been a hot sec since I played Hades. I think I might play some Hades. I'm gonna play some Hades. I think I'm gonna play Hades. Sylvie says Palia. That's an interesting way to spell Hades. All right, let me change my stuff up. Hot gods and got hods. Hot gods and got hods. Hopefully that's not an offensive thing. Egg bite. Hades. Done. Okay. I'm gonna plug in my controller. Ooh, I can use one of my fancy new magnetic cables. Hold on. Remember these? If you didn't see these last time, I got these like magnetic self-wrapping USB-C cables. Look at that. They keep themselves all nice and coiled. Isn't that cool? Isn't that neat? And then they uncoil all easy. You're gonna hear a ding. This is me, not you. That was me. Okay. Launching Hades. There's my boy. Okay. The House of Hades, more like the House of...
Oh, he's...
Hades nuts. Are we ever going to get an egg bite sound redeemable? Because that would be great. I would also still like shame all close on the mic. Oh, like shame. Yeah, we'll have to get some more redeemable sounds. Maybe after this next goal.
Hello? Hey, you're back. Wait, what happened? My list says you got killed by a redacted?
Killed by redacted. Oh, I must have died to Hades last time.
Don't want to talk about it.
Pet the dog.
You are the best, you know that, don't you, boy?
But yeah, we'll do some more redeemable sounds in the near-ish future.
Achilles on break, I guess.
I understand you've journeyed well beyond the pits of Tartarus, my friend.
It's a startling fright.
Feat of yours.
It's a startling first sound of the game when you close your eyes. Oh no, I'm sorry. Is it loud? I can turn it down.
Inspiring enough to make you want to sing again?
Oh, that's a rather bold insinuation.
Of course.
Hi,
Tell me
Nix.
something more of chaos, Nix. I have a lot of questions.
My place is not to speak too openly of chaos.
Don't speak about chaos.
Then where did...
Okay, let's go
Mind.
do stuff. I have a lot of darkness. Hey, I can get the last tier of buffs.
What more?
Boom. Hell yeah. Okay, what do we got here? Privileged status. Deal bonus damage versus foes affected by at least 2 status curse effects. Or family favorite. Deal bonus damage for each Olympian whose boons you have. Olympian favor. Raise your chance for a boon to be rare. Or raise your chance for perk rewards, including something, hammer money, and... Oh, okay. So the good shit. What was this one again? Bonus damage versus foes affected by status curse effects. Or bonus damage for each Olympian. I'm gonna do bonus damage for each Olympian? I like this Dark Foresight. Cool.
There.
Get me some more helpful stuff.
Gotta move the muscle.
What are we working with today? We're playing a shield run, apparently. And if we're going to do that, let's bust out... Let's do the Frostbitten Horn. We love Demeter here. We are a Demeter household. Much like a Twizzler's household.
See Daddy. Just...
That's a hammer. Dashing Wallop. Hold special to charge your throw. I'll do that because the fates.
Let's go, Aegis. Back to dust.
We'll see how much I actually use that, though. Ooh, Chaos Gate. Very early Chaos Gate. Hi, Chaos. Does Chaos count as an Olympian?
I...
For 3 encounters, don't attack, then get extra casts. For 4 encounters, don't get hit by traps, and your cast does more damage. For 3 encounters, don't cast, and then gain bonus max health. Do that.
I can handle this.
Ow.
Ah, the curse of chaos.
This guy says back in a big shitty internet on the way home. Understood. That classic Shinternet. All of it. Good thing I just got my charge special upgrade, because I cannot attack otherwise. Demeter! Oh, that counts too, huh? Okay, okay. Good to know. Hitting them when they're like in mid thwomp is pretty good. Hi, Demeter. Can I get your cast? Please. Hey! It's an epic version of the cast too. I am... As much as I want to get the Fates stuff, I'm getting the cast.
That's cold. Let me see.
We're going to do Ambrosia. Hello, Stoll. Says hello from the other side. Uh-oh. Other side, like, of the world. Other side, sort of life. We're talking, like...
Think you can stop me?
Am I dead? And am I in the afterlife? Or like, what's going on here? What kind of sides are we talking about?
The boon I got from chaos has a new effect.
Or just the other side of the screen. Very well could be that, too. I love Demeter's cast. And now I get 2 of them. From the drop. Thanks, Chaos. Other side of the world. Fair. I just kind of thought I was dead for a second, is all. Ooh, what's in here? Restore life. Gain darkness. I'll restore some life. I guess it's the other side of the world, huh? Not exactly, but close enough. Get laser beam. At. Boop. I need something to help with shields, because I don't do anything against that right now. God, the laser's so good. More Demeter. Always more Demeter. Don't grab me. Get out of here with that shit. Ooh. Oh, no, 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 no. We have a huge ass ocean that separates us, so it's the other side of the world is kind of floaty. I mean, Columbus was like, it's the other side of the world.
Olympus, I accept.
And he's been right about everything. Whenever you cast, damage foes around you and inflict chill. I'll do that. Very good. Okay. Hi, Poseidon. Oh.
I thought crystals were supposed to be pretty.
I hate this boss. But I have laser beams. The counter laser beams.
No.
The preemptive counter laser beams. Sylvia says, I'm sorry, did I hear something about Columbus being right? Yeah, when has Columbus ever been wrong about anything? He was a very supportive, very smart, good map boy.
He was a handful even when
He made lots of correct decisions. I can't even get through that sentence. That's very incorrect. Don't throw me into the water. Special deals more damage and knocks foes away. I'll take that. Don't throw me into the water. I'm not T in Boston. America. Okay, now my special plus charging is wackadoo, is how I would describe that. Don't grab me. Bad touch. Bad laser. Bad laser. It's called Manatees Mermaids? Okay, well... Hang on. Hang on. Are you trying to tell me that manatees aren't, like, just the sweetest things you've ever seen? Like, are you telling me that you wouldn't be okay with manatees being mermaids? Canonically? Like, they're just good little dudes. They just kind of float around and bonk into things. I'm just saying, if I had to pick between manatees and mermaids, I think I'd pick manatees, personally. They are sweet. They're cowfish. Indeed. Sea capybaras. They are very chill. I didn't know that they are actually chill. Like, I just kind of assumed that it was the thing where it's like, oh, it looks friend-shaped, but don't actually fuck with it. But it turns out manatees are actually super chill and, like, curious. And they just love on you. They're just like, oh, I'll float here. What's up? How you doing? I heard the sweetest thing. They're very Swedish, yes. Classic manatee property is that they are famously Swedish. Anyway, I think Columbus did a few things less savory than calling manatees mermaids. Can't quite put my finger on it. Does anyone ever wonder if manatees are sad because we can't hug them back? Now I'm so sad. Wait a minute. Well, you can't just... Now I'm a sad boy. Thinking about sad manatees. Listed one of the most minor things he fucked up. I don't know. Misidentifying manatees is a pretty big deal. I'm not sure what he could have done that would be worse than that. Ooh, another Chaos Gate. Do not mind if I do. He said, securing the end of this run. I am fairly powerful, but oofa, that's gonna hurt. I think that all the time.
In the name of Hades.
Hit me, Chaos. For 3 encounters, don't special, then get better attack. For 4 encounters, face more foes, then do more damage to undamaged foes. For 4 encounters, worse dash, better dash strike after. I'm gonna do the worst dash, better dash strike.
A worthy trade-off.
Stold says, I am also powerful until I go to the gym and realize how weak I am. I might be canceling my gym membership. Because I got some home weights and I don't feel like dealing with the gym anymore.
Deal on for size right now.
Give me something good. Artemis's Aid, Deadly Strike. I can stack this on my dash strike damage. All right. All right, going into Meg with a shitty dash. We'll see how this goes.
Hello.
Anyway, now I want to hug a manatee. Oh, hello, Tisiphone.
Please, I'm not a murderer. You don't have to do
Might,
this.
Dev, you better have a master plan that guarantees they can't get shit. Wait, what did I say? Master plan. Wait, might what? Wait, what did I say? I don't remember what I've said in the past like 20 minutes. Something about manatees? Oh, cancel my gym membership. Thank you. Forgot already. Literally forgot that's what I said. This is, God, the lasers are broken. What are health bars? Okay. Stolt says, I have a gym at home, rarely use it. The sofa's way more comfy, but I wish you the best of luck. I am concerned. I need to hold myself to it. But I don't think that there's a workout that I do at the gym that I can't do with my current home setup now. And largely it's just like, I like going to I genuinely like going to the gym that I've been going to. It's not that I don't enjoy going. It's largely comes down to scheduling, and I don't want to be at the gym during peak hours, so I've been going at like really off hours, but those off hours are also making it very difficult for me to do the work I need to get done during the week. So I'm hoping that I can, with the convenience of having it all right there, that I can pick the times that I want to work out that are more conducive to my schedule. But we'll see. I enjoy the public gym, but not the people. Yeah, that too. Like, the past couple of times that I've been to the gym, past handful of times I've been to the gym, there's been like, the gym is kind of near a college, so there's been like college dude bros who go in like pairs, and they just utilize, like they just completely hover around a given machine and like just take turns really slowly using a machine. And it's like, I am trying to hit the things I need to do. I'm trying to like do the workouts I need to do so I can get my workout done and go home. And you are sitting on the machine that I need to use on your phone, trying to find some girl's Instagram so that you can show her off to your friend. Like, that's, are you sure that's what you want to be doing right now? Like, are you sure there's no workout that you want to be doing right now? Or, I don't know. And I get that, like, people recover and everything and all that stuff, but, like, just taking their damn sweet. Like, in the time that one person or two people will use a given machine, I will have done 3. And it's like, ugh. It's just the lack of like, thoughtfulness around using communal machines is what gets me. And it's not like that's the norm. The majority of people that I've like come to know that will be around during my gym sessions, like they're perfectly like respectful and good. It's just like, it's usually the college, it's always the fucking broccoli-haired ass, Gen Z ass college dude bros. And I'm sorry if you have broccoli hair, and I'm sorry if you've got broccoli hair and you're Gen Z, but it's always the broccoli hair. It's just like a fucking sign that like you're gonna be problematic and you're not gonna be paying attention to the world around you. I don't know what to say. I don't make the rules. And I hate that every person is recording. That too. I get really weirded out when I see people like prop their phone up somewhere because they essentially claim a large area because like no one wants to be in your weird gym video. And so like there was a dude who like had a camera set up pointing at the entire area that's meant for stretching. And it's just like, hey, I finished my workout. I would like to use the stretching tools. But you're like recording a TikTok or something. And especially, I don't want to be clocked in a TikTok. Like, I especially don't want someone to be like, I recognize him in the background of somebody else's video because that's a potential vector of danger for me. So it's like, yeah. Ollie says, what the fuck is broccoli hair? Oh, you know what it is. You know what broccoli hair is. Let's see. Broccoli hair Gen Z boy. It is the hair that every Gen Z boy has. Exhibit A through a trillion. It's this hairstyle that they all have. It's it's just 100%. That's not it. But 100% of Gen Z boys have broccoli hair, and I believe it's starting to go out of style. Like I think it's starting to go out of style, but it is a guarantee. If the broccoli hair is there, they're not getting off the chair. That's the rhyme, y'all. That's it. Palm of Power, Crystal Beam, upgrade. Ooh, actually, I'll do that. Ooh. Yes. Hello, DBCU. What's up? I just keep thinking greenish. Oh my god, getting the broccoli haircut and dyeing it green, that would be very good.
Am I ever?
What you think?
Give me palm porridge.
Good choice.
Crystal Beam, Hunter Dash, Snowburst, and Tempest. Oh, hell yeah.
Take care.
Bye.
Not a coworker walking by with broccoli hair, as you explained. Yeah, it's everywhere. It cannot be avoided. It is omnipresent, let me tell you. And what gets me is that they okay, I'm not trying to be reductionist. I'm not trying to like typecast people. But like it's always the dudes with those hair or with that hair and like they will grab it and do the look down and like lip bite thing because I think that's like I guess what like young girls find appealing or something. And like TikTok every once in a while just shits the bed and is like, I don't know what video to put in your For You page, so I'm gonna put this random video that has like 8 million likes. That's just some very mid-looking Gen Z boy with broccoli hair that could be any other Gen Z boy with broccoli hair, and he's just like he doesn't say anything, he doesn't do anything. He just like runs his hand through his hair and like looks at the camera and is like trying to be sexy. And I'm like, this is fucking weird. And it has like 8 million likes. I will always be humbled being reminded how small I am on TikTok when I see shit like that. Because I'll go and look, and it's just like every video that they post is that, and every video they post gets millions of views. And it's like, what is this person? Can't load into Bahari Bay? Well, have you tried loading into Bahari Bay?
Strongest stick.
Anyway, I have nothing against Gen Z. This is not a Gen Z thing. This is a like teenage boys and teenage girls
See a fish.
specifically are teenage boys and teenage girls.
Come on out. Just a crustacean.
New channel marketing strategy is what I'm hearing. Yeah, basically. We're gonna fight. Yeah.
This isn't good.
I did not have my shield in my hand. Oh, stop face tanking damage, me. She dead? She dead? She dead? Not much longer, and devs' complaints are gonna have to change from Gen Z to Gen Alpha. And Gen Alpha is just unhinged. But I don't buy into the, I really try to not buy into the, like, younger generations are, can you believe it? Like, I just...
You've met the master of the seas, Poseidon, haven't you?
Attack is stronger and can deflect. I like that. The main complaint that I have for like younger generation stuff has to do with like it stems from things that people of older generations and my generation did. Like most of my complaints, quote unquote, about like the actions or tendencies of the younger generations are directly caused by Gen X and boomers and to an extent millennials. So like I'm not about to sit here and complain about the younger generation because it's not their fucking fault that they are how they are. Hello, Irish Walsh 78. What's up? Welcome in. Thanks for the follow. Well, watch out for that lava, me. Whoop. Okay, I need to stop taking damage. I was today years old when I heard about Gen Alpha. Yeah, I mean, they're just the youngest relevant generation.
So then, if he is looking out for me, then...
Let's see. Dash more times, attack faster. I'll do attack faster. Gem.
Course is set.
Gen Alpha is around early 2010s for start.
No one's here.
I mean, Gen Alpha is like what's in elementary and middle school right now. It's like they're like literal tweens, and no one should ever spend any amount of time lamenting what the kids are doing these days, because it's what the kids do. Kids do dumb shit. That is the point.
I'll take this one.
All right, let's go fight us a bone hydra. 14 to newborn. So we're still in Gen Alpha, like they haven't cut it off yet. I don't know what they is. I don't know what international standards organization decides what the generations are, but damn, it'd be a shame if the boss was stationary and I had laser beams. My youngest sister is Gen Alpha. Damn, how skibbity of you. I know I ranted about that on stream before, but like, that's a prime example of like, I don't understand why people are so up in arms about it. Like, why does anyone give the remotest shit about Skibbity Toilet? Like, we had Charlie the Unicorn. I don't know what to say. We had dumb memes too. We had Shoop da Whoop and I'm a fire in my laser. Like, I don't know, dog. being all confused about like what are kids watching? What is this? Like, we had fucking Rage comics, and they were awful. They were so cringy. I don't know what you thought was going on there, but just a strange thing to be upset over or pressed over. This is not me talking about anybody here, by the way. I've never seen anyone here being weird about that. But I just see, I get a lot of TikToks. They're like, people being like, can you believe blah, 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 blah. Kids are doing all this crazy stuff. It's so skibbity. Like, it's not that big of a deal. Like, it's not that deep. Rage comics were so badly cringy, and I looked at so many. I had, at one point in my life, I installed an app that was specifically built to make it easier to look at more Rage comics by, like, just making a stream of Rage comics from the subreddit for it. Like, that was a thing I did. And then, like, a week later, I was like, what the fuck? This is dumb. But, like, yeah, we did dumb shit, too. Like, memes come and go. Why does the victory screen look like you're dying or something? I freak out sometimes, especially on the third boss, where the boss is the same size as me and I don't know who died.
Keepsakes hold power.
Foamy the squirrel. Yeah, Ill Will Press. Yeah, exactly. Hell, y'all remember Maddox and the greatest website in the universe? I'm following him on Threads now. He's super active on Threads, and very thankfully he is not as shitty as he used to be. He's seemingly come a long way, which is good.
Elysium. Bright swords.
Oh. All right, Elysium. Don't fuck me up too badly, preferably. I feel like I'm not using the dash attack at all. Don't recharge. Buddy, come on. With the shields. I hate the shield boys. Why are there so many of you? Stop it. Knock it off. Give me my hammer. Dash strike does 50% more damage in a larger area. After your special hits, your next two attacks does more damage. Explosive return. Special does 50 damage to foes around you when you catch it. I'll do dashing wallop. Hello, Gina.
Let's see how this goes.
Hi. How's it going? Everybody say hi to Gina. Gina has some extraordinarily exciting things going on that are not things that can be talked about, but are extraordinarily exciting. So if everybody can just take my word for the fact that Gina has like some of the coolest shit going on that I've heard of, period, recently, just like get hype about that, abstractly. Like imagine something that you only like dreamed would happening. And that's what Gina's doing. So yeah, abstract hype. We live for abstract concepts of hype here. Beating people up. Abstract hype and absolutely not abstract hot gods. That's what this stream is all about. Dev is an excited door. Are you getting an old villa cottage in the middle of nowhere? The dream. The truest dream.
Zesty.
Hydrate, I can do that. I've said it before and I'll say it again forever. I spent the majority of my career in software development, and everyone that I know that's a programmer has some exit strategy that involves fucking off to the middle of nowhere and being like a subsistence farmer or something. Hey, Demeter.
Ah, yes, indeed.
Ravenous Will. When you have no casts, take 10% less damage and deal extra damage. Cast fires longer and inflicts chill. That is what I want. Yeah.
What made you think I'd stand for this from you?
I'm sorry, Artemis. I'm sorry. Gina says, I can't say, but thanks for the hype. Thanks for popping by, Gina. It just makes me happy to see that you're here regardless. Thank you for coming by. Everybody make sure that you are following Gina and check out her socials everywhere. Oh, hey, it's Gina. Also, bye-bye.
Had to do it, Artemis. Let's give her a show.
See, the nice part is that now my laser beams also slow enemies. So I can just like run around, drop laser beams, run away. And hopefully not die to Artemis. Kill their ghosts also. There's a lot of steps to this thing that I'm doing here. Step 1, laser beam. Step 2, don't get killed by a literal god. Step 3, kill them. Step 4, kill ghosts. Step 5, continue doing that ad infinitum. Laser beams. Instructions unclear. God caught in ceiling fan.
To say you've handled yourself pretty well.
Supporting fire. Hell yeah.
Artemis, guide my hand.
I will take a... do an Athena.
Oh, hi.
It's what you want, but is it what you need?
We meet again, short.
It actually might be what I need for this fight.
Short one? That's a low blow, sir.
Don't call me short.
You mock my...
Ow.
I can't.
Ooh. Laser beams. No! Stop it, me.
Blast. I'm out.
Stop getting erect. That's a really good idea. I should really try that someday. Oh, come on now. I was dashing. I was rather dashing. Hey, focus. Stop it.
Useless.
Can't do that.
Okay. All right. I'll take the one Death Defiance. That sucked, but...
Most of them come here.
Anyone else here stop getting erect? Oh, God. Stop getting erect.
Cheers for the fun.
Y'all ever do that thing where at the end of the first Harry Potter movie, you can hear, what's his name? The guy that plays Ron. You can hear him say, I had an erection. That's a thing.
I'm indebted to you, Goddess, for all that you and your side.
It's a thing. It's at the very end of the first Harry Potter movie.
Allow such offerings to go unanswered.
There's the scene, I think it's like right after
I wish for you to have
Harry
this.
gets out of the infirmary, where like literally the end of the movie, and like Dumbledore's at the infirmary, like talking to Harry, like, you know, oh, people ate your snacks or whatever, Harry leaves the infirmary and like walks out. The only reason I know this so strongly is because it's a thing I did as a child with my fucking VHS, VCR, whatever. He walks out and he sees Hermione and Ron on like a walkway. And Hermione and Ron are talking to each other. If you turn the volume way, way, way up and listen really closely, you can hear Ron say, and granted, this might not be what he's actually saying, but you can hear him say, yeah, I had an erection. And, like, I swear, exactly like that. And if you do it and you hear it, you cannot unhear it. It is verbatim. I remember as a kid hearing this and then going and popping the VHS in and going to that part of the movie and turning the volume way, way, way up, and my parents weren't home, and listening to it. And it was right. It was true. Anyway, what you really should do is just watch Wizard People Dear Reader, which is much better. Is it one of those things where they say something else and it's just low quality audio? It almost definitely is, but I mean, headcanon.
Lady Athena, thank you. In the name of Hades.
Abilities that deflect also make exposed. Take reduced damage. I'll do take reduced damage. Good and not good teenagers take off their clothes. Wait, what? Oh. Good tigerkins take off and go. I'm not sure what that is a reference to. Haven't heard that one. I don't want to die, but it seems like it might happen regardless. But what if I played a little bit more cautiously so that I don't do that? Okay, well, there's the other Death Defiance. That's not great. I've had more Death Defiance. Deeply unfortunate. Okay. Can I get a Death Defiance back? Hey! Next boon you find has upgraded rarity.
Coin goes in, that comes out.
Siding it is. I do like the little sound that these explodey chariots make. So, that's good. Oh yeah, for those who have seen the new Mad Max movie, well, I guess if you haven't seen the new Mad Max movie, Chris Hemsworth's, like, go-to vehicle is a chariot that uses 3 motorcycles instead of horses. It's fucking rad. He has just, like, the reins are attached to the handlebars of 3 motorcycles, and he's just riding around on a chariot. And it's just, like, cinema.
Olympus, I accept this message.
You deal more damage when slamming foes into barriers. Okay. Yeah. Mad Max always looks appealing, but then I just never watch them. I honestly recommend between, like, the movie. Okay, Furiosa was enjoyable. I wouldn't recommend against seeing Furiosa. I would caution that it is a lot slower on average than Mad Max Fury Road. If you want to turn your brain off and have hype times with cars and go vroom vroom and loud, go watch Mad Max Fury Road. If you want something that actually has a bit of a story, and then there's some vroom vroom, Furiosa. This has been Cinema with Dev. Please tip your me. Furiosa's more character development and Mad Max's brain dead action? Yeah. Yes, indeed. Is how I would describe it. But Anna Taylor-Joy is just great. She's an Anna Taylor-Joy. Get it? And Chris Hemsworth is just hysterical in it. It's very... I'm sure he had a lot of it, or he was very excited to just be a fucking goober instead of having to be yet another big boy serious action star or whatever. Even if Thor is kind of a goober, he's even more of a goober in this. Fucking butterflies, stop it. Don't hurt me. Also, I don't know if anybody saw the Chris Hemsworth on Hot Ones, but it's very funny. He does not have a good time.
Time to collect.
Oh, God. Oh, Jesus. Dragon without R, you scared me. Hello. Woo. I wasn't ready to get spooked, but then I was spooked. Welcome to the stream, but my goodness. What a scary way to enter chat. Hello, hello. Good to have you.
Come on, let's fight.
Whoa. Oh, dear. Oh, no. Oh no, 1 HP in a dream! 1 HP in a dream? And a laser beam? 1 HP and some laser beams? Ah! I was glancing at chat. Oh. Chat, I'm using you as a scapegoat for why I just died. Don't you love being used as a scapegoat? Fucking butterflies. Get out of here, butterflies. No one wants you. I didn't ask for you to be here. These butterflies could have been an email. Okay.
That'll do.
We're not your scapegoat? Why not? I need one.
Should come in useful.
Hey, it's me again. You're quite done.
Hello. Attack is 15% stronger with a chance to crit. But I'll lose reflect. But reflect on this attack isn't all that good, I feel? Pressure points could be good too. Like, pressure points is always good. I'm gonna do... pressure points.
My senses sharpen.
Dagon Without R says, I've been watching you for a while and only now caught a stream. Well, welcome to the stream. It's good to have you. Everybody, give Dagon Without an R a warm welcome. Or a hot welcome. Just not a cold one. Like a rolling boil of a welcome.
One of my boons got stronger. Gentlemen, I'm back.
Through his windows? Good.
Oh, hellspawn. You
Calling me a hellspawn?
to the surface of the world. But you shall not achieve your goal whilst I yet live and breathe, or the equivalent of it here in the splendors of Elysium.
And you leave me with little choice but to make you shut up already.
I love this character so goddamn much.
That Minotaur whom you address is my dear friend, you preconceiving stain upon the earth.
Wow.
Theseus and I are brothers here in death, as we
Theseus is annoying? No, Theseus is the best. He's so good.
as strong as ours.
Okay, so I will be fighting the Minotaur first. It was a mistake to attempt to do the other way around last time, is what I learned. Okay, get out of here, Theseus. Stop.
Not yet.
Minotaur. Woo. Not feeling super great about this. Okay, no.
We owe everything to our audience.
Oh. Theseus is a college gym bro. Oh my god, I want a mod that gives Theseus broccoli hair. That'd be so good. I keep getting hit by just random fucking spears and it's not good. Stop it, me! There it is. Damn it!
Thus I reassert my
That could have been such a good run, and I just the Death Defiance losses in that one room were not good. Stop getting forked. I got forked a lot. Like a lot. Good luck on escaping. Bye-bye, Salmon. Take care.
I just knew that.
Seth says, what is broccoli hair? Let me see if I have the picture up still. I need like a reference just to like keep this photo up. Here we go. Broccoli hair Gen Z boy. Oh, look, there's even an illustration. Let's see. There's a fucking WikiHow illustration. But yeah, this hair, Seth, is what I'm talking. This is broccoli hair. That's what it is.
Maybe.
Ripperoni indeed.
You had a run-in with the Minotaur.
How long have you been waiting?
You give me
He's working for you.
most of
Okay, Dad. Get more stuff. Okay, so perceived privileged status. More damage against foes affected by 2 status curses. What was the other one here? Increase your chance for a boon to be rare.
Can't afford that.
Versus better... Yeah, okay.
Feeling good.
What are we working with? We are working with the spear, my favorite. Okay.
You couldn't hit me with that, pal.
And we'll do an Athena run.
All set.
Let's try out an Athena run.
I'm ready.
See how that goes.
Lady Athena.
I don't tend to lean on Athena too much, so. Special Stronger can deflect, cast damages foes in a small area and deflects, dash can damage and deflect. Too good to pass up.
Appreciate the backup.
Poke, poke, poke.
You're in my way.
No chaos. Unfortunate. I can hydrate. I'll hydrate after this room. Damn it, I missed my cast already. Try to grab me, piece of shit.
Gemstones.
Hydrating. I should probably prioritize getting more health. I don't think I did like any bonus health that time. But I should also prioritize not getting hurt. Darn. Poke, 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 poke.
That's something.
Can I get a boon? Am I gonna get a pomegranate before I get... I guess I have that first boon, but... I guess you can't get a pomegranate before a boon. Okay, okay.
The power of the gods.
Would have preferred a different boon instead of a pomegranate, but sure, sure, sure. Congrats on the 17 trips. It's not bad, it's not bad. Pretty good, even.
I'll run you through.
Ah! I haven't taken a hit yet. Nah! I don't want to take damage. I don't know what that sound was. I'm not going to apologize. I am who I am. And I will be who I am unapologetically. Ollie says, all right, time to scoot. Glad I got to spend time with y'all. Take care, Ollie. Have a wonderful rest of your day.
Witches.
Killing boys. Excellent, excellent, excellent. Ooh. Oh, I had a thing I wanted to tell y'all about. I can just talk about it while I'm playing this. I got my first, like, I've been getting a handful of cold call emails recently from people who want me to like do a thing to get, you know, so that I will like do it. They'll do a thing for me, maybe like fly me out somewhere or whatever, so that I make a video about their stuff. That's starting to happen. It doesn't happen much, but I'll try Zeus's. No. Special launches a lightning bolt to strike nearby foes. I'll do aid. So the first one that I got, like the first like offer that I got to like fly me somewhere in the hopes that I'll like do a thing and talk about it, I shit you not. It's a doctor in Turkey who does hair transplants. I'm a little insulted, but the one that I got recently actually kind of intrigued me until I looked at the date and it was like this weekend. They were like, hey, we want to fly you out to Cleveland, which like, okay. But it's for a illusion museum. And it's supposed to be like some sort of like immersive museum of like whack ass, like fuck with your perception of reality kind of stuff. And it's like, that actually sounds kind of rad. Like to go to the opening of a museum that's just like full of mind-bending illusions. That sounds pretty cool. But it was like this weekend and I don't got it in me.
Ready, lads?
But yeah, the hair transplant one was funny. And they were thirsty too. They kept following up with that. But it's like I am happy as a bald man. I don't know what to say. I don't think I want to go through the process of getting a hair transplant. I don't. That doesn't sound fun.
Anyone else?
Hey,
Pressure points? Pressure points? Pressure points. Hello, Sky. Sky says back and home. Welcome back and home. I'm Endeavorance. Ah, why did I stand on a trap? No.
Stay dead.
Is that the first damage that I've taken this run? That trap? Man, I love the spear.
Delicious.
Divine Dash level up. Zeus Aid level up. Pressure points for sure. Key. Illuminati? Oh shit. Wait, Sky, this whole time you see everything? You are the Lolly Lule Low? Holy shit. I had no idea. Shout out to Metal Gear Solid fans. I'm sorry if you're a Metal Gear Solid fan. I am all and I see all? Alright, Horde Prime. Okay, stop with the bombs. Bombs are concussive. I don't like them. Toad Shadow says I still can't beat Elysium. You'll get there. It's all good. Just gotta keep getting more dorkness. Keep leveling up your powers. And you'll eventually just get some combination of boons that is just absolutely busted, and you'll breeze through it in no problem, in no time.
You know, it's
But Elysium is a bastard, I will say. Money.
can't do that.
Safe travels.
Elysium is definitely it's such a huge difficulty spike.
Charon's shop.
Hi, Demeter. That's not what I wanted to get, but hi, Demeter. Attack is stronger and inflicts chill. Healing is more potent. Boons grow. Let's do attack is stronger and inflict and does chill. Do this as well. Side hustle. This early? Fuck yes. Oh my god. Okay.
Time for Tisiphone, maybe? Oh, great.
Oh, hey, it's Electo. Hear me out.
Me? I say you've kept this girl waiting long enough.
Hear me out. Look, it's the smile, all right? Look, it's her fetching smile.
Well, I say I don't... She's powering up.
Whoop. And she is spinning. Spin to win, apparently. I don't know her attack pattern. It's just a complete mystery to me. I know that she has a rage meter, and when it gets full, she just goes ham, but can't hear you of the sounds of this the giant red flags. Look, what is a red flag but a red shifted green flag? You can't argue with science, all right? That's how light works. It's not how light works.
Ugh, that one. The underworld's power.
But if you pretend that physics doesn't exist, that's kind of how light works.
Got to keep going.
I'll keep it. Keep my money.
Tartarus.
I don't need anything from underground Amazon. Hell Amazon. Which I guess is just Amazon.
Made it to Asphodel.
Hammer. Hammer it is.
More wave makers.
That side hustle. Wouldn't a red shifted green flag be gray black? You know what? Almost definitely, I guess. But what if we made our own physics? And in our physics, Electo's red flags are green flags, so that I can be thirsty? Is that physics? I'm fairly certain. I didn't do well in my physics class in college. But I got a passing grade. Special hits up to 7 foes, dealing 30% base damage for each. Yeah, chain skewer. That's that good shit, though. Hello, Fims! Hello, hello. Also, Fims, Neva Moore, and Toad Shadow, all three of you, welcome to chat. Welcome on in. Ooh, hi, Chaos.
Let me have
But hello, hello, hello.
Ooh. Darkness.
I've been here the whole time. Just ever present. The next 3 encounters, life total is reduced. Afterwards, any money you get is at plus 60%. The next 4 chambers previews are hidden, then you get another cast. 4 encounters dash is reduced, then your cast does more damage. I'm gonna do this one. Pretty brutal, but we take it. My color theory brain couldn't stay silent on the red shifted to green thing, though. Is that color theory?
Come in.
Or is that just me being a dumbass?
Don't know.
Why not both?
Much since things.
Coincidence.
A rare and fragrant beverage. The next 3 boons you find have upgraded rarity. Let's do pop porridge. I do like pop porridge.
I knew it.
Frost Strike, Divine Dash, Zeus Aid, and Pressure Points. Fuck yeah.
Bye.
Take it
Yes, both. Both are good. Well, welcome to chat officially. I maintain. Oh, haha.
You can, which is
I can do this. It's super effective. Poke, poke, poke. I don't think red shifting is additive. It doesn't contribute pigments. It shortens wavelengths. Well, look.
The mark of chaos is upon you, isn't it?
I didn't know that pigs could swim in the first place, so I don't even know why we're talking about pigs and waves, but so be it. Hello? If you have no Death Defiance, your health recovers over time. But Epic Crystal Beam, though. We're doing Crystal Beam. I don't know. Look, I don't know. It's just... Moth to Flame. I see Crystal Beam, I take Crystal Beam. It's just what happens. That's that. You want to talk about physics? That's physics. Lasers are fun. I agree, Griffin. Strongly agree. I don't want to live in a world where I don't have access to scary frost mommy lasers. Like, come on. I need to remember to use my special because it's all fancy now. Only the best pigs can swim. That's how they make bacon. Wavy bacon. Getting wavy.
Well, now.
Ambrosia, key. Wow. All right. I think we do this.
Off we go.
Seth says, I should clarify. I'm going on my instincts based on vibes. I do not know. That's how I live my entire life. That phrase can just be applied to everything I've ever done. Ah, that's fire.
No chance.
The lava and the fire and the dying. Okay. Can I have my health back? Okay, good. Cool. How's the journey through hell? It's not bad. It's not bad. We're on my second run of the day.
Charon's wares.
I've had better runs, but I'm feeling good about this one. Let's get some shopping done. I'm hoping I at least get back to Hades on this run. Hey, Zwace. High voltage. Your lightning bolts affect a larger area. Lightning bolts make people jolt. I guess larger area.
Zeus's
Pick darkness. That's fine. That's fine. That's fine. Is this boss? Maybe. It is.
You touch me.
Hello, Bone Hydra. Started a new run of Hades because people are playing Hades 2. I still haven't played Hades 2 yet, and like, I think at this point I'm just gonna wait until it's like out officially. I want to play like the, I don't know, closest to most balanced version. I feel like it's been long enough since I've played Hades 1 that I'm totally chill waiting a little longer on Hades 2, even though it's like playable now. I'm chilling replaying this one. Oopa doopa? Yeah, I'd rather wait for a full experience. Same, I'd rather wait for the finished, polished product. I have no doubt that the game is like really, really good and totally playable right now. But it's also just like, I don't know. I can wait. I've got plenty of other games. I'm just like so deep into Baldur's Gate right now. That's all I think about is Baldur's Gate right now. I'm just that experience that everybody had of like, oh, I have my day job and then my second day job is playing Baldur's Gate. When it like first came out, I'm doing that now. Like that is my current life. Because I didn't have that when it first came out. Like I didn't play it when it first came out. I just took a ton of damage. Have you ever played Have a Nice Death? I have not. That sounds familiar though. Have you ever played Sir, You Are Being Hunted? That game made me anxious. Or maybe it was my anxiety, but also the game. Attack does more damage. I'll take it. I'll take it.
Bye, Asphodel.
Going up. What should I do for dinner? I think anxiety is the point of that game, so you're doing it right. Fair. Make another hammer. Heroes for dinner? Ooh! Ooh. I think that's been suggested before because I was playing Hades, but it still remains an excellent suggestion. God, I fucking love Euros. Did we ever determine how it's pronounced? Like, did anybody ever come to a conclusion on that one? On that front? Am I doing terribly when I say Euro? Ye Rose? Okay, so I'm correct. Euro? Euro or Euro?
Come on, then.
Yee? Like yee? My spouse insists it's called a hero. I've heard Euro, Hero, Gyro, and Gyro. I think we should just start saying Gayro at this point. Queero. Oh my god. What about, okay, wait, but it's a Greek restaurant staffed entirely by LGBT people called Queeros. And it's oh my god. This is gonna make so many dollars. I'm gonna be a dozenaire when I launch this restaurant. I'll put it right next to my my premier Chinese wonton restaurant, Guantanamo Bay. I'm going to be a very successful restaurateur, I'm going to tell you.
Pathetic.
Pittsburgh says gyro, like gyroscope. Move faster, God gauge goes automatically. I'll do that. Hammer. Cincinnati has a heavy Greek influence. Hence Cincinnati chili being Greek chili. All I know is that everyone here says gyros. Okay. I'll take that. I accept. I implicitly believe you. Because that aligns with my preferences. And so it's really easy for me to believe you. And that's a good way to go about most things. If it's easy to believe because it like aligns well with your worldview, then it's probably correct. That's just some advice that I would give me to you. God, now I want Euros. Hammer. Attack has more range and deals extra damage to distant foes. Hold special for more damage. I'm gonna do more range.
Extra pointy.
Whoosh, whoosh, whoosh. I think gamma is a glottal stop, so you gotta first close your throat. Gyro. Can't do it. I'm terrible. Ooh. free health. Free Artemis. Trips has just looked up how do Greek people say euro?
Mother of all
What's the verdict? Get dead. Maybe not with the supporting fire. Okay, now let's just clean up the peanut gallery, as it were. I'll take it over fighting the Minotaur again. Oh.
Butterflies.
Ye as in year and Ross as in Ross. Ye Ross. Ye. And Rose like in Ross. Ye Rose. Ye Ross. Yay Ross. Like Y-A-Y space R-O-S-S. Yay Ross. I love yours. I'm just not a fan of Suzuki, but Suzuki's so good though.
I accept this message.
I will admit though that I don't like excessive feta. I'm not an excessive feta boy. Crit does more after you crit a foe it's marked. I'll do crit does more. Zeus. Bryce says, I didn't realize how good Euros were until I was in Greece a few weeks back. So good. Oh my god, yes.
Let's get this done.
Oh, hi, Thanatos.
Think you can beat me?
Think you can beat me? You think you can do better than me? Check this shit. Look at this shit. Look at this. It's absolute chaos and destruction up in here. I'm amazing. I am the god of death. Or, well, kind of. I'm well, I'm related to the god of sort of death, but not really. You know? So like if you just remove some of the words there, it's more impressive.
It has to be the last of his lot.
Look, do you have any idea who my dad is? Stop stealing my kills, piece of shit. Okay.
What chance did they have?
Oh god, halal lamb and rice bowls, halal chicken and rice bowls. I am not getting rid of Crystal Beam. I'm sorry. After using your call, deal more damage for 15 seconds. Okay.
I told you I don't need your help.
It wasn't being offered.
How does he?
More health? More health. I'm so hungry now. Same.
More splitters.
Ow. That was a lot of damage. That's a lot of damage. Oh. Return to sender? Okay, I was like, where's the last guy? Could not see. Healing, please. Thank you. Ooh. Do not mind if I do. Money. Hey, bud.
Yes, what is it this?
Replenish Death Defiance. I haven't used any Death Defiance. For the next 5 chambers, restore 30% health when you enter a chamber, or deal 60% bonus attack damage for 10 encounters. New attack damage.
Thanks.
Well then, it's yours.
Hello, Mo. Mo has returned. Okay. We're doing it big, y'all.
I commend you for your efforts.
Resist damage from traps. When you deflect, it does more damage. Special is stronger and can deflect. I'm gonna do traps. I think. I don't know if this will help with the poison traps in the next stage. Fuck. I might actually do stronger special just for the bonus damage.
Athena's power. Here's the fee.
Attack is stronger. Lightning bolt area. Yeah, more crit chance. All right. I'm in a much better position to do this fight. I do wish that I had more on my cast, but so be it.
Versus the blessed bonds of brotherhood.
The bonds of brotherhood.
Little Imp King. He is more powerful than he appears. We must remain alert this time.
Asterius with the respect. Ooh. It's camp outside. Or no, druid outside.
Oh, I am perfectly alert right now, Asterius. And were I still alive, I would be positively salivating at the thought of running through this pustule with my spear.
I just got called a pustule.
Now let's go.
Or whichever means I had available.
You are mine.
Alright, we're gonna take this slow. We're just gonna be thoughtful. We're gonna pay attention. We're gonna not get hit by that. I'll be a demon. It's inaccurate at best. Aha! Get your shit deflected. Asshole. Okay, okay. Oh, come on. I was waiting for it too. What's up, Zeus? Okay, but the invulnerability, though, is unpreferential. Okay. Get out. It's getting reckless. I'm getting reckless. I need to reel it back. Nope. Getting reckless. Okay, that was a bad idea. Because now he's going to start doing the god stuff. Not Dionysus. Come on. I don't want to be hung over. Okay, Minotaur. Okay, Minotaur down. Theseus getting handled. Haha! Whoo! Okay. Going into the labyrinth with all of my Death Defiance. A decent bit of money. Okay. Let's swap the owl pendant. Let's bring out the Yes, the fairy duster. Okay. Any items? Store health. Increased rarity. I'm gonna wait.
That was Alicia.
Sky says, gotta go, Dev. Have a great stream. See y'all Monday. Take care, Sky. See you Monday. Probably just gonna be finishing out this run anyway and then closing down the stream. So, not missing a ton.
Almost out of here.
I'm about to get a lot of money because I've got Side Hustle and there are a ton of chambers here. And Side Hustle gives me 10 gold on every new chamber. So I'm about to get a lot of money. What can I spend it on? Let's see. Diamond, Demeter. I mean,
I'll take it.
Sounds good to me. Cast fires longer and inflicts chill. That's what I wanted. Whenever you cast, yep, I want that too. I'll do that one.
That woke me up.
And the other one. Applying 10 stacks of chill causes a blast, clearing the effect. When all foes are chill afflicted, they are 10% slower and decay. Wait. When all foes are chill afflicted. I'll do the Arctic Blast. All right. Let's get a Artemis. Easy done. Why are you so beefy? Okay. Robin says, I'm having a messed up brain day. I am very sorry to hear that. I hope that you're able to get your brain to cooperate a little bit more in the near future. I am no stranger to bad brain days. You have my sympathies.
You.
Just remember that this too shall pass. And also remember that bad brain days are temporary, but diamonds are forever. So. Mo, I hope that your CT scan went well. And I also am not trying to pry on your results. I just want to ambiently say that I hope that all is well with everyone's various medical issues. No, I hope all is bad. I hope that everything bad happens. I didn't mean that. I didn't mean that. Don't be poisoning the earth. Okay. Not bad. Hunter's Mark. After you crit, they're marked. Gauge gauge is faster when you deal crit. Crit deals more versus armor. I want that, actually. Hello, Mike. Welcome back. Just in time for me to go fight my dad. Let's get a palm.
Try this way.
The rats. God, the deflecting dash is just so busted.
Nothing.
Okay. Oh, I left my spear. Rip. Okay. Restore health, deal more to armor, attack does more damage. I'll deal more to armor. That sounds good. Oh no, my money! No! Oh, okay.
Sata sack already.
Special is stronger and can deflect. Oh wait, no, what am I leveling up? We'll do this.
Juicy.
Money, money. Need more money. Okay. Oh, money.
I'm good.
I don't think I can afford anything else. We'll see. Oh, I can get a palm. All right, I'll get a bomb.
I'll take this one.
Ooh. I'm doing okay. Just have hella chronic migraine as well as migraines that mimic stroke symptoms sometimes. I was having an EEG next week. Mo, I want to tell you, I know this is like important and like medically significant for you. I thought you were making an egg bite joke. I thought you were making an egg bite joke when you said EEG. I thought it was misspelled. I thought it was supposed to be the word egg. Whatever. That's my brain. It's rot. It's not great.
The monsters.
the brain is entirely rotted through.
Bye for now, boy.
Cerberus vanquished. Not really.
Heading out.
Okay, my dad. Let's do this. Hello, my father. Me fascia.
Cold white substance falling slowly from the heavens. Snow, they call it. Look carefully upon each fleck. Tiny crystals, but structurally weak. They melt.
Ah, trans vibes just in time for Hades.
If you're quite
Hades is the ultimate trans ally.
Phenomenon, can we get on with brutally trying to kill each other here?
You wish to have your mortal colored blood spill once again upon this bed of snow, then fine. Let us proceed.
Okay. Starting off not great.
I think not.
No, we don't need the bomb guy. Get rid of the bomb guy. We don't need him. We don't need supporting fire. Okay.
Do you feel your blood beginning to boil? Darkness.
I've gone very quiet. I just realized that I have not talked in a long time. That is because I'm really fucking focused right now. Okay. I've got the greater call. I kind of want to hold it for the second health bar, but we'll see. I'm about to use my first Death Defiance, which I'm not super thrilled about.
Quit it with this, father.
Trying to see if I can at least get to the second health bar before using that other Death Defiance, or the Death Defiance. Ah! Break that. That. Come on. Woo! Okay, second health bar. Here we fucking go.
To have been brought this far by my own
second health bar.
Child. I would expect such treatment from my brothers, but from you.
My dad.
Great. This.
There's the Death Defiance. Help me, Zeus!
My foolish brother cannot help you now.
Okay, now I gotta try. I forgot about the laser beams! The laser beams! No, he has his own lasers! Okay. Okay. My dad! No! No, the impervious! It's bullshit! Oh my god. That's a lot of lasers! That's a lot of lasers! That's a lot of lasers! Oh no! No!
Attempts against me are embarrassing.
He's strong, I'll give him that.
If I had just been a little bit more patient, if I just had the patience. I didn't need to be so aggro. I just wanted to try to, all I had to do was get out of there. All I had to do was get out and let him get through a couple of more cycles and come back. Oh god, that was such a good run. Oh my god, my heart. What's the story of Hades? I am Zagreus, son of Hades, and I said, hey, fuck this place. And so I'm trying to get out, but Hades is like, nah, you can't get out, loser. And so I'm like, bet. And so the game is Zagreus trying to get out of hell over and over and over and over. But Hades is like, lol, it's never gonna happen. Because Zagreus wants to go meet his mom. And his mom is not here. So that's the plot. And the gods on Olympus are like, we'll help you get out. Oh god, I was so close. Okay. Where's our boy? He's right there. Look at that butt. Look at that butt. Hey, bud. This dog has no idea that people like all over the world are just like constantly asking where he is. Anyway. Is his mom some kind of herd animal? Because myths? No, his mom is hot. His mom's hot. Persephone. Well. I guess I'm gonna go get a Euro, maybe. We'll find out. Thank you all so much for hanging out with me today. And I'm hoping that anybody who is here for the overview of Quest was inspired and goes and plays some of it. So go do that. Quick call outs. Check out my Patreon. You can support me there. It's super helpful to support me there. Good content, behind the scenes, bonus content, extra stuff. I'm so good at this. There are my socials. Follow me in places. I've been trying to post more because I'm trying to remember that I'm an online boy and I should post things online. Shop.endeavorance.camp. Get yourself some merch. Get yourself some egg bite stuff, of course. And if you missed the first part of this stream, you can check out my VODs channel. YouTube.com/@Endeavods has all the VODs that go up right after the streams have completed. So check that out. This stream's VOD will be up shortly. Yeah. Have a great weekend, everyone. I will see you on Monday in the afternoon for another tea time. And that should be fun. Take care. Be well. I hope that everybody's various medical issues are fixed shortly. Bye-bye.